What really obvious thing have you only just realized? The first time I visited the USA, I was on my own and in New York and going to all the museums. I kept seeing signs that said, no strollers, and thought, because we call strollers prams in the UK, that you guys are super strict about the proper amount of attention required to visit a museum. I actually pretended to show more interest than I had in order not to be thought of as some deadbeat out for a casual stroll. It wasn't until about day 3 that I saw a "no strollers" sign that included a graphic for idiots. Edit, woo! Thanks for the gold and silver and 40x the karma. My boyfriend did not know that his electric toothbrush has a timer on it that goes off at 1 minute and 2 minutes. He actually returned it and got a new one thinking it was broken, since the timer is just a brief sort of pause/reduction in the vibration. He would be like, WTF, I literally just charged this fucking thing, thinking that the battery was already dying. One day, and I can't remember exactly what the conversation was, I brought up how I liked that my toothbrush let me know when I had brushed long enough, and it was like a light bulb went off in his head and suddenly he put it together that that was what his toothbrush was doing all along. My mom used to make my sisters and I belly buttons for dinner. I was 27 when I realized that they were actually tortellini, but she knew we were dumb kids and would refuse something named so strange even though they were delicious. Edit, because people are still seeing this apparently. Once she was making fried shrimp for dinner. My sisters and I hated fried shrimp, but we loved popcorn shrimp from Long John Silver's. We complained, so my mom said, okay, go away and I'll make you some popcorn shrimp instead. We left and she says she took half the shrimp she was already using and cut it in two and then fried it that way. We cleaned the friggin' bowl. We were dumb kids and she was a good, smart mom. That Michelangelo's David is David from David and Goliath. How did I not know this? I thought it was just dude called Dave. Edit, I love how many of you just learnt this today or very recently, and just thought he was some dude called Dave too. We got there in the end, guys, better late than never. Edit, I never knew there was a sling, I thought it was his trousers. Yes, I honestly thought that. Never saw the rocks. Edit, I'm gonna need some more Dave's not here, man, comments before this post is complete. I'm in my 50s. I grew up in a rural area north of New York City. I'm a veteran, I'm reasonably intelligent, reasonably well-traveled. I've been hearing and repeating this expression on and off for all of my life. Friend/acquaintance 1, hey, man, see you soon. Friend/acquaintance 2, not if I see you first. Smirk. It's just within the last few years that I realized that's a, almost always joking, kind, jab at friend/acquaintance 1. It was so ritualized as a way to say goodnight to a buddy, that it never occurred to me that it meant that the friend would choose to avoid the other person. My grandpa used to ask me when I was a kid if I could talk without moving my lips. Being a dumb-ass kid, I would always give it my best effort, and thought I was pretty good at it. 20 years later I realized the old bugger was just telling me to shut the fuck up, ha. Too bad I can't let him know I finally figured it out. Edit, thanks for the silver, kind stranger. I'm glad this hopefully got a chuckle out of some you. I know it always gave him a grin when I failed to figure it out. Have a great night, everybody. Edit 2, well, I'll be damned, first silver and gold, it's almost like Rudolph is playing. Bad holiday dad joke, thanks you guys. I'm glad that it's this post that got some love. After telling my wife about an a-hole duck that had taken up residence on the roof of my office building, this conversation followed, word for word. Wife, how did it get up there? Me, it flew. Wife, no, really. How did it get up there? Me, is this a prank or something? It flew. Wife, ducks can't fly. Me, wait. What? Do you really think ducks can't fly? Wife, they can't. Stop messing with me. Aside, I have been known to plant false facts on her and just leave them there to rattle around in her brain until she hopefully uses one in a conversation someday. So this was a fair concern. Me, have you never heard of a flying V? That's ducks migrating.